the locations of sidewalks, crosswalks, stoplights, the amount of canopy cover, the trees that are overhead, the number of accidents that have occurred at intersections, the locations of coffee shops or the parts of neighborhoods where you'd want to be. So we take all of these data and bring them together. You can start to see patterns in space. You can start to understand why we might see kids or families out in one part of a neighborhood and not in another part of the neighborhood. 3 years ago, I began working with neighborhood groups in partnership with Safe Streets Tacoma, and I would go out into neighborhoods and sit down and we would draw maps together about their experiences with their neighborhoods. Data from youth represent a new way of looking at the city of Tacoma because those data don't exist. AMP really embodies this sense that what we're doing is amplifying youth voice. We're amplifying the voices of people who are typically not a part of the conversation when we're thinking about ways to improve the livability of our neighborhoods. The way that we've done this is we'll work with kids in their classrooms. It's always fun to get in a classroom full of middle school kids and start talking to them about what they do. Get out your blue pen and draw an outline around the areas where you spend time when you're not in school and not at home. Once you get kids excited, they don't want to stop. I've been in classrooms where the kids are literally bouncing off the walls wanting to show off their drawings because they're proud that they've figured out how to share their experience. AMP has more than one goal though. One of those goals, of course, is to produce data, and that's happening. The other side of the coin is educational. We're working with the Tacoma School District to establish AMP mapping centers in each high school in the Tacoma Public School system over the next 3 years. AMP is a project about producing data to improve livability, but it's also a project about educating kids to use the tools that are available to them to make their neighborhoods better places. I'm not asking you to draw on a map to waste your time. I'm asking you to draw on a map so that we can take the data you're drawing back to our lab and turn it into information that the city or the schools or the health department or a small organization can use to make your neighborhood better. If you all tell us that that alley behind the school is scary, but it could be really cool because you spend time there, then maybe we can get together enough money to pave that alley so that you can ride your skateboards back there and feel safe. How do we get kids invested in the process of making their neighborhoods better and more livable so that we're not making decisions for them, but we're making decisions with them?